Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. A horrified Marlena lays down the law with Belle, as Rachel makes sure Ava is never found again. In today's Days of Our Lives, a shirtless Sean is on the phone at home filling Paulina in when Chanel walks out wearing just a t-shirt. After, Chanel laments how much her drinking skills have declined, but Sean points out he heard she had a lot. She walks through what she remembers, which goes blank around small bar, but she recalls kissing him. Sean, did you and I have sex last night? He just sips his coffee. Finally, he says no, he just took her home, got her water and a t-shirt and that was it. She's mortified and she's still married to Johnny. That jerk. Sean defends his cousin, saying it was clear Johnny's miserable and deeply regrets what he did. Maybe she can try focusing on the good things with her husband instead of fixating on one mistake. It's not just one mistake, she says, but Sean still gets it. He and Belle have both been in Johnny's shoes and he feels for him. Chanel points out if he and Belle couldn't make their marriage work, she and Johnny have no hope. But if there's any chance Chanel can fix her marriage, she has to before it's too late. Over at the Black home, Brady's still trying to get hold of Ava, but no luck. Marlena offers him some coffee, then notes Belle probably needs it, since she's still in bed from the bachelorette party. Brady then fills Marlena in on Rachel's eremit adventure and her attempts to reunite him and Kristen. They both agree Rachel needs therapy and Marlena gives him a child therapist referral. Johnny's sitting on the Demera couch and jumps up when Kristen comes in. Thrilled Rachel is home. So is Kristen, though she wishes her daughter was a bit more contrite about what she did. He asks where Rachel was and Kristen fills him in on a remedy. No one's been there in decades, but Rachel found her scrapbook. Kristen then gives Johnny a quick run-through of the Blake house history, including discovering her mom was still alive 30 years. He then gets a rundown of the woman in white, before she blew herself up. Brady arrives to pick Rachel up for therapy and Kristen insists she go along. Plus they need to figure things out with their daughter now that CPS is involved. Kristen makes a jab about dating Ava, which is news to Johnny, and Brady says he'll have plans with her if he can ever reach her. Kristen tells him that must mean Ava's either ghosting him or dead. Or maybe she's giving him space because he's too clingy. At Johnny's behest, Brady plays the useless voicemail she left, just saying it sounds urgent, but there are no clues. Brady says it sounded urgent and if he doesn't hear from her soon, he's calling the cops. Rachel's listening to the whole thing. Johnny heads out to solve a missing persons case of his own, and Kristen finally softens and says Ava's a tough cookie, she's sure nothing happened to her. She knows Brady cares for her, so she hopes Ava gets in touch with him soon. Rachel, meanwhile, calls a remedy to check on Ava, who's tied up and gagged in a chair. Oh, she's doing just fine, dear, the woman in white replies. She asks Rachel how the plan went. Not well, and tells the precocious kid to be patient. Make sure you keep an eye on her, she's very sneaky, Rachel warns. They hang up and the woman offers Ava some breakfast, warning her to play nice if her gag is removed. Ava does, just asking about what Rachel was doing there. When the woman explains she wanted help getting her parents together, Ava demands to know why she cares. Who the hell are you? Just someone who wants family together. Ava says she has family, too, and tells her about Trip and Wendy having only found her son later in life. The woman says she knows what it feels like to have her children taken from her, but she can't let Ava hurt Rachel anymore, so she's going to just disappear, now. That's when Ava starts threatening, saying she's got the power to have the woman killed with one phone call. In response, the woman in white tells him she used to cower in the face of a man who tormented her for years, until she realized she had nothing to fear from him. Fine, but Ava left Brady a message, so he'll come running, eventually. The woman tries feeding her breakfast, but Ava refuses, saying it could be poisoned. Could be, the woman admits, then puts her gag back in if she won't eat. Rachel then calls to tell her there's trouble. The woman tucks Ava away, then has a talk with Rachel about what was in the message. Back in her room, Belle wakes up with a huge hangover, rolls over and is horrified to see EJ. She tries waking him before resorting to smacking him with a pillow. What the hell? Neither of them remember much about how it happened. He's head throbbingly hungover too. Belle can't believe it happened again after telling everyone he was her biggest regret. He's a bit nonplussed, but teases her that it couldn't have been because she didn't enjoy it. Stay tuned and subscribe the channel.